Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll buy some time right. Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They go play action here. Purdy. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A nice little juke, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. McCaffrey following the penalty. He will push his way down to about the 14. Second down and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Purdy now on third and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Scott with it again on second. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. In motion, the tight end. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 22 yards. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Purdy will throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play.
He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Here's a 2nd and 5. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with Scott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is going to be it. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game plan...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Oren Burks. Well, they went for the lead there, and remember, that's the second two-point try they haven't converted on, so those 2 extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points, and in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Out of the gun, Purdy on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken a third quarter lead. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll send Brown in motion right. Scott with it again on second. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Penny up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Scott.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the carry, this is Scott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
They'll look to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's 1st and 10. Now Scott. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll come up now on second down. They go again with Scott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal. Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but there he goes right side. Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.